Oh, it's been a lot of up and downs, but that's life, and yeah, I want to see how far I can go with football.
Happy Monday to all of you and welcome to Evenings with John and Duncan. So happy to have you here on Get Active TV. And of course, Mondays on this show is all about the spotlight on Team Singapore. And today's first guest, our only guest today, is a Singapore international footballer, second son of legend Fandi Ahmad, and an all-round nice guy. It's none other than Ikhsan Fandi, someone that we both have worked together on before in various parts of the sports industry, John. And what are your memories of Ikhsan Fandi? You worked with him when he was such a young boy. He is a young boy, but younger than he is now.
Definitely. Absolute professional. That's the first thing that comes to mind. He's a very nice chap, as you mentioned. And I knew him since a very young age because back then we were at the Fandi Ahmad Academy and we were basically training together. But he was a little boy back then. And we were part of a National Football League setup. So basically, the Fandi Ahmad Academy was part of the football club that we were, the Singapore Vipers Football Club, of course, which Fandi coached for a year as well.
Okay. Yeah, so Ikhsan Fandi, all-round footballer, scores goals for fun, the leading man up front for the Singapore national team, and of course plying his trade right now in Norway with Raufoss. And you know, the restrictions there for COVID-19, not as strict as it is in Singapore, but still he's far away from home. You know, cabin fever also a factor for him as well, being so far away from home, being stuck at home, has his trainings outside. So we just wanted to find out how he is coping in Norway with COVID-19 and with his football career. So we'll get on a call with him right now to find out how Ikhsan Fandi is dealing with the whole COVID-19 situation. So let's dial in right now.
Ikhsan, thanks for joining us. And I know it's a tough time right now on coronavirus hitting every part of the world. But how have you been adapting to this whole new situation?
Thanks for inviting me on the show. It's been hard, but so far I've been trying to stay as positive as possible, keeping myself busy. You know, every day I'm doing something. Especially like right now, I just finished training and now talking to you guys. Usually at this time, I'm just chilling at home, making some food, watching TV, and yeah, just keeping busy and staying positive is what's helping me get through this.
The weather looks good as well. I think almost sun for himself.
Exactly. It's almost as if it's a different part. I mean, technically it is a different part of the world.
Yes, it is.
But it's a very different situation from, I mean, right now in Singapore, we're in a situation where I'm pretty sure you're aware of it. It's circuit breaker. But you got in training. I don't think it's exactly the same right now, or what's the situation?
We don't have like a lockdown per se. So we can still train in small groups. So for me personally, I just do my training every day at 10. I just keep this routine. Now I've built like a routine every day. I go train at 10 because then nobody's at the field and nobody's at the running track. So it's easy for me, and you know, I stay away from most people. That's basically it for me in training. It's just either I train alone or with one of my friends that I meet him every other day or something. Yeah, that's basically it.
But how do you feel about the news here in Singapore? Obviously, you know, your friends and family here are going through circuit breaker, have to stay at home. Have you been keeping your friends and just being in touch with them?
Yeah, I've been talking to a lot of my friends, and it's actually quite crazy. You know, it sucks that the circuit breaker had to be extended, but I'm sure it's for the right reason. It's not going to be easy for them, you know. I don't know, when is it? June, is it? Or July? Is it? June? So it's still a long time, and I just hope they do the same. You know, keep positive, keep in contact with their friends through online, and you know, I always tell when I'm on live on Instagram, I always tell them to be active as well. Don't just stay indoors, you know. Go outside. You know, you can still go outside, I'm sure, right? But you have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
That's the rule. So, you know, it's good to go outside and get some sunlight and do something active. That's important as well. Yeah.
Yeah, at the moment, I think you are allowed to go out only for essential reasons and to exercise
and
as well.
Vigorous exercise.
Just around your neighborhood. How how much do you miss home at this moment? And was there ever a plan to come back to Singapore?
Yeah, I miss home very much. I miss many of my friends, my family, a little bit of the food as well. But when the whole Corona started, I had to stay because I had football commitments. But then after we got notice that it's been extended, there was a thought that maybe I should come back home. But at the same time, I had commitments, so we couldn't make a decision. And now Singapore is in a state where if I go home, I'm in total lockdown, and it's much harder to train than if I'm in Norway, where I can go train and I have a bit more freedom. And I think for now it's better that I stay here because I can train. I can, there's not many cases here as well, or in my town, I think there's still zero. So I think it's safer and better for me to stay here, even though it's harder on me as a person.
So how do you keep yourself entertained besides training?
So like my daily will be like wake up, I train from 10 to 12, and then I sit on this very chair from 12 to 2. I do Instagram live like every day at 12 my time, so that's 6 p.m. your time.
Yeah.
We do Instagram live, chat with the people, tan a little bit, and then after that I would go and play games with my friends, get on house party, chat. That's mainly it. So yeah, training, and then Fortnite, Netflix, tanning. That's basically it actually. I have like a routine that I go through every day, so yeah, it's not so boring.
Now, speaking of training, you did send over a few of your workout videos that you could do at home. Well, what we're going to do now is basically have you walk us through each of those workouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just a quick. So what I'll do now is I'm going to attempt to share the screen. I think I can do that, right? Share screen. I'm going to pull out X videos. Can you see this video?
Yes, I can. Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, I'm just going to mute it for now. Maybe you can walk us through this particular workout.
Okay, so it's like a push-up first of all, then touching your ankles. Kind of thing.
The video is not playing on my screen, but I have it on my phone as well, so I can.
Okay.
So the first one is a push-up, and then you touch your toes. First I want to say I have a trainer in Singapore, so during my 2-week quarantine, when I came back from Spain to Norway, I was stuck at the home, so I was asking him to give me some home workouts because I couldn't leave the house. So this is what he suggested, and there's many variations. But for the video that you're showing now, the first one is just a regular push-up with a toe touch. Activate the chest, tricep, and a little bit of stability and core there.
And how long would you do this for?
So this is like a HIIT workout, so like 30 seconds each workout. Each exercise. I think with 30 seconds rest in between, and then you go as many rounds as you can, 4 or 5. Yeah. So it's also a bit of cardio. You get a sweat.
And I'm having a look at the second workout.
Do you see this one?
Second workout is it's a V sit-up. This is just basically balance and core. Simple. It might be hard for some people, but I think sportsmen should be quite easy. It's just core work and a little bit of balance. Nothing too hard on there. Yeah.
It looks absolutely easy for him. It's not even breaking a sweat.
Absolutely. Playing with words there, I see. All right, we're to the third one.
Okay,
third one is this one.
I think it's a squat.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. Is it a squat?
Yeah, this is squats.
Yeah, squat and touching the ground, I think.
Okay, yeah. That's just some normal squats, some split squats. It's actually harder than you think if you do it fast and a lot of repetitions in that 30 seconds. So the point of it is to obviously push yourself and touch the ground. And well, my trainer told me to keep my back straight, make it harder, and go as low as possible and touch the ground, and go as fast as possible as well. So you just do that 30 seconds, go as fast as possible. It burns your legs after a while. After the third set, you'll feel it.
Well, looks like you definitely. I mean, for us, I don't know how long it can last for that one.
Okay, down the fourth one, and it looks like you start.
Fourth one is
and then you go.
this one. I hate this one. This one is like a tricep push-up. So you're in a plank, but on your hand, in forearms, and then you go up the tricep. So this one really burns because really focused on your triceps only. This was the hard one for me. I was dying on this one on the training.
Yeah, John, I don't know why you're looking at me when he's talking about.
We all know what's going to happen soon after this, so.
Yeah. And the last one
is like a half burpee.
Yeah, the last one is a burpee to a squat stance. It's just like normal burpees, but at the end you stop at your squat stance for a second. And obviously, don't just throw your body on the floor. Try to do like a push-up, like how I'm doing. I hope I'm doing it right.
Well, it looks good to me. I don't know. I'm not a professional fitness trainer.
I mean, it looks fantastic to me.
Yeah.
Like good form. And so how do you
I hope
these workouts, and then in addition to the workouts that you do at the football field, which you can do in Norway?
So most of the workouts now I'm doing is more outside, but this is what I was doing when I was stuck at home.
All 5 exercises that we've seen on the screen, they seem to be pretty difficult. And a thing that we do here on evenings with John and Duncan is we get the athletes that we interview to challenge us on a particular exercise, a particular home-based workout. So I mean, it's up to you to choose between John, who such a young age, is it?
Duncan,
very different, obviously.
Ikhsan, I mean, I know you barely. I mean, who are you? So I mean,
it's very obvious what he's trying to do right now.
So it's up to you to
Duncan, you can't escape me, Duncan. I'm gonna choose you.
Okay, so which particular workout are you challenging me?
Okay. I'm going to give you the tricep extension.
Exactly! That was what I was talking about.
Because he did not know which one he was going to do, but then he saw you looking at me while the video was playing. He was like, that's the one. Okay, so...
Yeah, you start like that and then push it up. No, what's wrong?
Oh, like that?
Yes.
Oh my God!
Okay, I'm going to do this.
So how long am I supposed to do this?
Okay, 30 seconds.
30 seconds?
Yeah, and when you're going down, like slide through it. So you push up, then you slide. Okay, let's see the technique first.
Okay.
But your body can't touch the ground. Your chest can't touch the ground. Your chest can't touch the ground, huh?
Okay. God, this is crazy, man. This is the worst. I've never done a push-up like this before.
Okay.
Start on the forearm.
Oh, start on the forearm.
And the chest cannot touch the ground, huh? And then you just push up. Right? No, that's no. You can't use your palms. Okay, yeah, that's okay.
I can use my palms.
Yeah, like that. Just like that. Yeah. Just like that.
Okay, ready?
Alright,
that's
good.
Okay, you've got 15 more seconds. 13, 12, 11, 10.
Duncan got some nice triceps, huh, Duncan?
Ikhsan is definitely
Man, Ikhsan,
doing this. 3, 2,
at the same time, not
and 1. Well done. Woo!
You got it, Duncan. Say hi to the camera.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Room for improvement. improvement lah. The technique a bit.
All right, we're just gonna get back in the chair. And what do we have now? Walk down memory lane?
Yeah, what am I
This is the last part. That's it. Give me a second.
Tired lah, Duncan. I can see you catching your breath.
I've never done anything like that before. Actually, that's a really good workout.
Yeah. Right, Ikhsan, thank you so much for that. Plenty of fun, of course. I'm pretty sure everyone enjoyed it as much as we did.
I think all the watchers all enjoyed that one.
And we just have a couple more questions for you. And I think this has got to do with your favorite memories.
Yeah.
Your favorite memories as a Team Singapore athlete, but also as a footballer. It can be any memory. It's a walk down memory lane. What would that be?
My favorite memory as a Team Singapore player is probably scoring in the national team stadium. So in the Sports Cup. Yeah, that's probably every time I score there. And there's I think there's one particular goal recently against Uzbekistan. I was just watching the videos back last night. Cross from Shadan, I headed top corner, and then the crowd just burst into a roar. It's the best feeling ever. Yeah, that's just that's what you want to hear when you score a goal and when you play football. Yeah.
Nothing in the world that beats that, right?
I mean,
yeah, nothing beats that. Nothing beats that.
By scoring goal, but to score in your home country with a national team shirt in the national stadium, I mean, nothing beats that.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch a game in the old national stadium?
In the old national stadium, I think so, maybe, but I can't remember, honestly.
Too young to remember, huh?
Too young, probably, yeah.
What would you have been doing right now if coronavirus, COVID-19 hadn't happened?
I think we'll be just in the league, preparing for the league. Today is a Thursday, so probably preparing for a Sunday game, light training, and I miss football. That's all I can say. It's so boring. Yeah.
And I know you were trial recently that was out in the papers as well. With Start, what is the plan going forward for yourself?
Well, I know they are still interested in me, and if there wasn't Corona, maybe I would have transferred, but I can't say. I hope they still keep their interest in me even with this Corona, and I can't really tell what's going to happen because it's so, everything's so uncertain. But yeah, I only can control what I can control, like myself, my fitness. So I just try to keep on training, and if I'm still with Raufoss, it's totally fine. I just want to play football again. Yeah.
And obviously, it's a strange situation now with COVID-19 all around the world, especially as you said, you have family and friends in Singapore. What would be your message to everyone in Singapore who's going through circuit breaker at the moment, and to all the healthcare workers on the front line? What would you have a special message for them?
First, I want to tell all the frontline workers, thank you so much for your efforts. And it's not easy. They have to work extra hours, and I know it's really tiring. I've seen all the clips of the workers going home so late, and it's not hard for them. But for the people, just be considerate, stay home, wear your mask. And also, one more thing for the people trying to enforce the people wearing masks. I saw a video. They're really aggressive on people not wearing masks. Just be kinder, because this time everybody is so frustrated, and so I'm sure they're doing it for the best interest of them. But at the same time, we have to remember this is tough times. Everybody is on edge a little bit, so we just need to be nicer to each other, stay home, keep healthy, be active. Yeah, that's what I can say.
What wise words from a very young head. I mean, I would say showing maturity belying his tender years, and absolutely, I can't agree more in terms of having compassion, having empathy, because everyone, we're all going together, aren't we?
Yeah, I think I like to touch the point that he said everyone is on edge, no matter who you are. and what you do as a profession in your daily life, wherever you are in the world. No one wants to go through this right now. Everyone wants to go out. They want to do their own thing. They want to go shopping. They want to play football. But we have to do what we need to do to get over coronavirus, and everyone just stay home and be sensible. I think that's a great message.
Yeah, be responsible. I think just be responsible.
Well, Ikhsan, it was great chatting with you. We hope to see you at the National Stadium and banging in a few goals really, really soon. In the meantime, stay healthy and stay sane as well.
Thank you. You too, guys. Of course. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
keep in touch. See you. Bye.
Bye.
See you. Take care.
Bye.
Well, there you have it. Singapore's favorite footballing son's second son.
Yeah.
I like that, but actually, and there's nothing more than I can ask for from an interview with Ikhsan than one that's like that. Good to see him doing very well amidst the current climate of COVID-19 around the world, still being professional, still heading to his trainings, and of course, not to forget, still challenging Duncan to something very challenging. And
I think, first of all, two things. Okay, first of all, I think what he says is right about having routines. And I think that's what everyone in the world right now should do, because we're stuck at home. So we need to find ways to just spend the hours in a day. And he has his set routine that he does every single day. And it just flies by in his case as well. And second of all, Ikhsan, you're mean, man, with that challenge. Really, that was brutal. I've never done that challenge. I've never seen that challenge before. He didn't preempt me or you on the challenge.
None of us.
And to be honest, when what you see is real, and I would say I'm able to do push-ups, at least 40 push-ups without breaking a sweat. But just doing that challenge, that really put a strain on my left arm, and not so much my right, but my left, and I think that shows that I'm a bit stronger on my right than on my left, and I just need to level it up a little bit. But try that challenge at home. Yeah. Seriously, try it out. It looks easy, and you saw it, and you thought it was easy, but have a go, man, John. I would say have a go. I'm shocked. I'm stunned at how difficult it was.
Yeah, definitely. So why not try out our athlete challenges? We bring you athletes home-based workouts every Monday on Spotlight on Team Singapore during this period. So have a go at some of the workouts that you saw earlier from Ikhsan Fandi. You never know. I mean, just level up yourself in terms of your fitness during this time.
A great workout that he does. Some of them seem to be simple, but coordination and a lot of core work is involved in there. It's not just about strength, it's also about coordination and your core work. So we have a variety of workouts. We saw what Amita did with you and what Ikhsan challenged me to. And these athletes, no joke, man, they are really fit people. Yeah.
And thank you for joining us on this episode of Spotlight on Team Singapore on Evenings with John and Duncan. Take care and stay safe, and we'll see you guys soon.
Intro.
Who has the time? Then I'll say we'll change that very, very shortly.